Good morning, everybody. Karen Dalessandro with me from KLH. Good morning to you. You're in Michigan today.
I am in Michigan, just across the lake, Tiffany.
So cool. Okay, so here's the deal. You actually flew home with your husband to his home for a family estate sale, right? So first of all, I want to know, because you flew there, right? How was flying?
Here, okay, I'll show you. I wore these.
Really? Smart.
I did. I brought rubber gloves. But you know something? This is the second flight we've taken to Michigan in the last 2 months, and different airlines. I think it depends largely on the airlines, because yesterday when I flew, it was a very different experience than last month. And I am so blown away with yesterday's experience, because it's only like a 40-minute flight from Milwaukee to Detroit. Typically, even pre-COVID, you really didn't get many snacks or anything. Not only was the plane immaculate, and not only were you spaced from other passengers on the plane, but they even gave little goodie bags that had hand sanitizer, water, and snacks in them.
That is so cool. Oh, that's interesting. So then they're not even touching, actually, at that point, the stuff that they're handing to you. And so it seems like that actually was a pretty good, I have not flown yet. And I think a good experience like that, you know, can help people feel a little bit more comfortable. Because as you know, I mean, you have to go there. Things happen with family. But did you take other like safe travel items? Is that right?
Oh, gosh. Are you kidding? Because we're at a hotel. We're not actually this is my husband's childhood home where we had the sale, and they're selling it, the home and everything in it. And so we're in a hotel right now, and look what we packed. I mean, I have wipes. I have all kinds of cleaners. Like when we got into the room, it's every single touch point, you know, we wiped down. And it's interesting too, because at this particular hotel, unless you request maid service, they do not come until the person leaves, until the guest leaves. And even then, I think they wait 24 hours till you're out of the room before they enter the room.
Interesting.
Isn't that wild?
Well, it's smart. Then they're keeping their people safe as well. So, you know, you got to respect that. Okay, so wait, so you were doing an estate sale. How was it? I actually, as somebody who loves, you know, things like garage sales or antiquing or whatnot, I've been to estate sales before. But as we look at these pictures, you know, it looks like there was a task ahead of you.
You know, this is a whole lifetime. Doug grew up in this home, and his parents lived in it right until this point. So yeah, it's a lifetime of belongings. It took forever, but I will say this, I've never been to an estate sale. I've done a lot of garage sales. It was like that on steroids, because it was just massive. And you bring these people in, and they're super turnkey. They literally really come in and take over. They move right into your house, and they price everything, and they did a great job with it. But I was also interested in things that sold and didn't sell.
Was there a clear line between things that people were really interested in? I feel like right now people want functional things or things of value.
Yeah, well, the estate sale people found a gold watch of my father-in-law's, and it looked to me like a normal watch. It sold for $500.
Wow.
We had no idea.
The prices of gold right now, for sure.
Yeah, they had a pinball machine that was not operating. It was an old 60s pinball machine. That sold for parts for $50.
Huh. That's cool. Is there anything that just wouldn't sell?
What was interesting was a lot of furniture didn't sell. And I think furniture, maybe because it was older furniture, I'm not sure. And honestly, antiques didn't sell as much as we thought they might, like beautiful old bowls. You're right, more functional things like pots and pans, silverware, tools, those kind of things that you would think would sell at a garage sale too.
I always remember when Molly would do her garage sales each summer. I wonder if people are even doing garage sales now. I haven't really seen any, but she would always say that one of the things that sold the best was books. Like people just would eat up books.
And you know what sold here was some of the vinyl. They had tons of vinyl, because that seems to be making a resurgence too. But it was great the way they socially distanced the people, the customers, and everything was very safe there too. You know, they handled everything really well. But I've never experienced an estate sale. It was fun to watch.
It was neat too, because in you and I chatting, it was nice to see the pictures, because I feel like everybody can kind of relate to that sort of home, right? It's not this big mansion that where you think of like an elaborate, kind of sexy estate sale with all these super expensive items. This is truly, like you said, the forever home that they had, and kind of one that we can all relate to. So it's neat that the estate sale worked and you guys could do it and get it done.
Yeah, it's a very modest home, and I thought the same thing you did, Tiffany. I thought that was for really fancy, rich homes
Yeah.
when you say estate sale. But it worked, and yeah, it was just really normal people stuff.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad you could join us from Michigan. I had to ask you about this because I don't know if you'd heard about this, but this is this new chip that Elon Musk has said. He runs SpaceX and Tesla. A lot of people know who he is. But anyway, so he's creating this chip, and it's his startup called Neuralink. All right, and what it would do is it's an implantable microchip. He said it's a brain-computer interface. All right, and what it will do is allow wearers who implant it into their brain to stream music directly into their brain and bypass their ears. As somebody in the radio industry, is this something that you would do?
Do I want that music in my head? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think recreationally, I like my earphones and I'm okay with that. I think that if there were other uses for it, I might consider it. I mean, if there was like a little voice in my head that told me where my phone was every day and where my keys are, I would welcome that in a heartbeat.
You don't know what else that little voice in your head is saying, though. There's some subliminal messaging there that might be getting inside a little too deep for me.
Yeah. They do say you can take it out, I've heard, but I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be other uses as well. Anyway, kind of interesting. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Karen. I'm going to give our sound off for today because we ran out of time, but appreciate you joining us all the way from Michigan.
Yeah, I'll see you when I get back. Take care.
Sounds good. You too. All right. Here's our sound off for today. Go to our Facebook page. What do you want to do before summer ends? Do you even need to do an estate sale, something like that? Let us know. We'll have a chance to look at those a little bit later.